Okay, the Chicago Blackhawks and the Arizona Coyotes decided to make a trade today. Now, this is directly after Arizona stunk up the joint against Calgary, and we'll get to that when I do the review video tonight. But that was an awful effort. That was an awful game, and a lot of shorthanded goals against. Here's the thing. So the Hawks are receiving Dylan Strome and Brendan Perlini. Nick Schmaltz is going the other way. I've mentioned before I love Nick Schmaltz. I am surprised Chicago's giving up on Schmaltz after last year, where he looked really solid. Now this year, he's had problems replicating it. 2 goals, 9 assists in 23 games. Strome, 3 goals, 3 assists in 20 games. Perlini, 6 points, 2 goals, 4 assists in 22 games for the Coyotes. I'm going to be completely honest. I have seen nothing from Dylan Strome this year that makes me think that he's going to realize his potential as a number 3 draft pick. And I say that in all honesty. After last year, at the end of the year, he looked pretty solid. He looked pretty solid, and it looked like all of the naysayers were going to be wrong. But here's the thing. Ryan Strome was dealt a week ago. Now Dylan Strome has been dealt. How is there a record kept of how soon 2 brothers are traded as well? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty close between these 2 brothers being traded, and there's somebody somewhere who has to be keeping records on this. Arizona and Chicago make these trades all the time, and it's weird. It's sort of like how Vancouver and Florida used to always trade with each other. And as a Canuck fan, I used to look at that and go, why are we trading with Florida? Florida doesn't have a ton of success. It seems like a weird team to be making deals with. So for Chicago, I wonder what they think of making trades with Arizona. And Strome is a risk. Strome is a large risk. Now, there's a high reward as well that's potential there. But I just don't see it this year. I haven't seen that with Strome at all. Perlini, not bad. But again, Arizona's attack has been anemic. And I think Nick Schmaltz should immediately upgrade that. I like this deal for Arizona. And Arizona is going sideways quickly. They have looked like just horrible. To be completely honest, they've looked horrible. Chicago hasn't looked as bad in recent weeks, but no, actually, no, they've had their, I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, on the road, they've been just as bad. So, they're 4-7-2 now on the road, I think. 4-7-2 on the road. I think Arizona wins this deal because the way I usually phrase it is this: the team that gets the best player likely wins the trade. In my mind, Schmaltz is a fantastic player who was having an off season. We don't know I would argue with both Perlini and Strome whether or not they're going to become those top 6 forwards that they were expected to be early on. I like it for Arizona. And Arizona, again, and here's the thing. So first they get Hinostroza, who was my favorite Hawk last year. And now they get Schmaltz, who was kind of my second favorite Hawk last year. So Arizona's doing what Florida did. They're picking up players that I like a lot. Now, in Florida's case, it hasn't helped their record. And Arizona, it hasn't helped them so far yet either. And they got Richardson. Richardson's one of my favorite players. So, and Richardson today, the only shot that he made was right off the face of the Calgary coach. I'm really glad Bill Peters was okay. This deal, kind of a sneaky deal, and I think it was brought on by today's 6-1 loss. I think John Chayka looked at that and said, we've got to change something immediately, and made a call to Stan Bowman, and Bowman, maybe for cap reasons, goes, yeah, we'll deal out Schmaltz because we're getting back a couple of guys on cheaper contracts and guys we can afford to keep, and maybe that's part of the deal here. I'd be interested to know what you guys think in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, just tap it upon this video. And let me know who you think won, because again, we always make that who won the trade, and months, years later, we may end up being very, very much wrong. For instance, the Corey Schneider trade when it was made, Canuck fans lost their mind. Looking back now, Horvat was a pretty decent pickup. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts as always. Hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, just tap it upon this video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.